So, g'day. And we've got a few people in chatty like Ryan. How you going, Ryan?
Hello. Ugh.
And we got Jake. We got Alex K. G'day, Alex.
I am excited for today's flight.
And got Indy Star too. We'll see if Indy keeps an eye on chat for us as well, please, Indy.
Will do. Hi.
And the usual gathering of motley crew here in the Patreon green room here. So g'day everyone else. Yeah, we can be motley. Why not? Motley crew is kind of cool. And we got already about 140 over there in chat. Cool. 5x5s, awesome. V by V, good on you all four. You must be a bit Roman. I wonder if that's Klingon talk or something. Wah! Times wah! I don't know Klingon.
You don't
Sure.
say.
Cos I better give some credit to Matt here for running the stream, pushing the buttons and turning the knobs, I guess. G'day, Matt.
Well, hello. And just to direct everyone up to that top left corner, well, actually, but right below your view there, if you could hit that like button, we'd really greatly appreciate that. But at the top left of your screen, we have a live view of Gigabay right now. How cool is that?
Pretty cool. I don't speak Klingon.
RGB 24-hour cams when?
Oh boy, we would like to. We're trying to find a cell provider that would give us, semi-cheap data. So we'll look into that. But at the moment, this way we'll be able to track like rollouts and things like that.
If I'm not asking you any questions like, hey, how much have you had to drink tonight? Where were you drinking? When was the last time you smoked marijuana?
Well, who's
Someone's got a hot mic. Someone's got a hot mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get it.
Yep, got him.
Oh, you've got it. Cool.
That was something interesting there.
That was Rich R. Thanks, Rich. we do want to say thank you, though, to Rich for giving us an extra donation this week. So there is a good thank you as well as a passive-aggressive thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the hot mic.
Yeah, Rich sent $140 through PayPal again for this week's flight, so we greatly appreciate him for that. He's been doing that recently, so yeah, we really appreciate it. It helps a lot.
How much would that jet cost? It's kind of funny, but you wouldn't be able to use that one anyway. See, there's no way to get out of the plane and take pictures. You would have to mount the camera on the side of it. Yeah.
Put one of those. I've seen it in King Air here locally. They put a bubble underneath and still remain pressurized.
Yeah. Basically, you'd have to make it like a World War II bomber and put a bubble under it, like a gunner position.
That would be cool.
Problem is, good luck getting that approved.
This wasn't a torrent. No, this was approved. There's quite a lot of aerial photography planes have that with in a pressurized cab like a King Air. And it's just it's a glass bubble. It's not a moving torrent at all. It's just a optical dome.
If the plane has the STC for it, you can do it to that aircraft. But if there isn't an STC already there, you have to come up with all the engineering drawings, confer with the company, then submit it to the FAA for approval, and yeah.
Then the FAA doesn't know where to put them.
That'll be the same in Australia, I guess, with the Civil Aviation Authority over here. Maybe there's already one for the King Air because it was done. Well, the company that did it are a aircraft, mechanic.
You can also do a one-time, basically, and be like, oh, we want to modify it for this, but you have to make sure everything's above board, and the FAA has to approve the modification to the aircraft. And then if you wanted to make it a thing that other people could do, You basically make that into an STC, and then anyone can buy the plans to make that and add it to their aircraft. So, yeah. But again, why don't we just get a B-29 or B-17?
Yeah. Something missing in the dash. Well, are we still taxing? Are we having a border takeoff then? Oh, we're still taxing, I see. Martin's talking Klingon in the chat. Wah. Like, wah. That's what I said. I must have got it right. What's been taken out?
Screen, or that's a spot to put more stuff in. I don't see any cable connectors, so maybe there's nothing that's supposed to be there, or they're tied off into the back.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's the screen that's the comms screen.
Come on, Starlink, don't fail us already.
Ah.
Yeah, my Starlink's been a little bit choppy recently with a connection, which has been a bit annoying. But
oh, that's the radio controller, I guess. It's got both the pilot and co-pilot's volume and squawk knobs on it. I mean, not squawk. What do you call it? Oh, you know, where it starts going. What do we call that knob? Oh, it's been so long since. Squelch. Squelch is the word I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, I believe we are in 3-5 Sierra Victor. Oh, and we're actually airborne. Yeah, the Starlink. Oh, there we go. We are airborne. Starlink's being a bit funny this morning already.
Yeah, I think it's about to probably drop out, so we might have to get a new link here in a second.
But the photos are coming in.
Yeah, it's just the video hasn't updated, and once it does that for a little bit, it kills the stream on YouTube. So we'll see here in a second.
No, I know. I was just letting Steph know.
I wonder where the sign went. Oh my god.
Florida.
It's gonna be a bit before that sign's lit up. It's pretty damaged, to say the least.
Let's just have some positivity. Positivity.
There's a lot of missing neon elements in it. Like, most of them are just gone.
The Gateway to Mars sign.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. It's sitting outside or sitting over there in the airport lot for 2 years. Didn't really do it any favors.
It could do with a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, I think it'll take a little bit to get up and running, but it should be online by the time they decide to do a static fire out there with booster. I don't think it'd take that long to get online, unless it's not that much of a priority.
I think I can already see the SpaceX shots they're gonna take with that sign.
We get a picture of the front of the airport storage lot. See where those slides have moved. I guess we'll see them at Sanchez if they've been moved.
I guess they're all at Sanchez at this point.
There's another Cessna. I think that's the 150 doing maybe some flight instruction.
And it's all you at the moment, Steph. We lost our live cam, so until we get a new one.
Oh, pressure's on. Yeah. Oh, I see. Full screening me. Cool. Yep. I'm trying to get a look at the front of the side here. We saw those slides last week, but I can't quite zoom in there. Oh, nice private jet. I guess, yeah. I guess the price of fuel at the moment, I guess a few people are not flying their jets around quite as much.
Oh, they still are. Definitely are.
Oh, yeah. I think the prices are up though. Yeah.
I mean,
Airfare prices.
Jet A's up. Yeah, but the people who can afford those aircraft, the price of Jet A going up really isn't that much of an issue.
True.
like, let's be honest here.
That is for sure. So no, I didn't quite get a picture of the front. Yeah, we'll see it, Sanchez. That's for sure.
Plus, if they fly into any specific airports, a lot of times they'll make a contract with that airport to have a lower fuel cost out of there, or if it's like they designate it as their home base, they'll get a discount on fuel.
You can do that in surveys. A couple of surveys in Australia. You can do you can pay you can lock in a set price for a month or two.
Yeah.
You might pay a couple of cents extra on the day, but if the price goes up, you benefit from it. We pay it works out about $10 a gallon in Australia at the moment.
I think
Go.
per gallon Jet A wise, I know major airlines get a decent discount even with how much they burn, and it's usually because that they burn so much they get a decent discount, but they still burn a lot. I think a couple airlines definitely can get into the $3 to $4 range per gallon on Jet A, depending on the airport. And if you don't if you don't have something with an airport, like I know the East Coast airports, Jet A can get up into the $8 to $10 range. And when you're feeling an entire 737, 767, that cost kind of that goes up pretty quick. Six pounds a gallon, and a 737 max load takes 40,000 pounds of gas. So.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much money they spend on fuel. I mean, actually, a normal gas for our cars, or petrol for the cars is it's about $10 a gallon US at the moment. Here, I mean in US gallons, in Australian dollars. But we have a fuel excise too to keep our roads built. Apparently.
You guys have a fuel tax.
Yeah, an excise, on our fuel. Yeah.
I know Europe does too, or at least most of it does.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've literally just started to drive, and I think it's a pretty bad year for me to start having to pay for fuel.
Well, they still haven't put up those racks yet at the airport site. Let me see. Oh, we've still got no in-flight video. Let me see.
I think those racks might actually be going inside because they did move a lot away from the entrance where they had stacked up a bunch, and they weren't moved to that back area. So I think they're slowly moving them inside.
I thought it'd make a lot of sense. Yep.
Not much left of the flight deck.
I was going to what? That's the hangar deck. Is that the hangar deck coming all the way through to here? Looks like it.
The really front of it, they've got a lot of storage areas and things.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where the hangar deck ends, but it doesn't go the entire length of the ship. It goes most of the ship.
It's like big.
The back end of the hangar deck. The back end of the hangar deck, just outside on the aft end of the ship, they would have almost all U.S. super carriers, especially when it came around to jet engines. They'd have a jet engine testing platform to where they could literally run a jet engine up on the aft of the carrier to test them after they did work on them, after they removed them from a plane. I mean, that station's gone by now, but they used to have those on the aft of the carriers.
So out of a jet, so not in a jet, just on a stand.
Yeah, on a stand on the aft of the carrier, they could just light a jet engine off and test it, basically.
Make the ship go a bit.
I don't know if that's going to do that much to a ship of that size, but these ships were in the 70,000 ton range. I think this one was the John F. Kennedy again.
Jet-powered ship. Yeah, no, I was just kidding. Yeah.
We got our live view back.
Oh, awesome. Oh, there's a few gaps in the clouds there. I can see heaps of ground without clouds on the ground down there. That's nice. The former JFK. The ship formerly known as JFK?
Her successorship is in trials. So. CVN 79.
Well, they've taken down heaps this week. This whole area up here where that other catapult has all been taken down. Wow, there's another massive big tube. Oh, that's a tank, maybe. That's a tank, maybe.
It might be. There could be a gas tank for fuel, for aviation fuel. I can't start to tell though. It could also be a ventilation duct running along the side of the hangar deck.
Yep.
Because that's close to where one of the elevators used to be.
I think there's one this side too here, maybe. It looks like the same kind of carrier here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Just guessing. Oh, beautiful. Above the cloud. Looks beautiful. Sky above the clouds. Jeez. Let me see. Oh, there's another aeroplane. That's pretty cool to get another aeroplane in flight. Oh, that's not the other that's not the rivals, is it, surely? It's not your lot, is it there, Ryan?
What?
Oh, there's another plane in the sky.
Oh.
Heading towards Starbase. It's not one of you guys, is it?
No. No, ours are 737s.
No, one of you.
Oh, no, not that. No.
All right, big baller. Throw it in our face a little bit more.
Yeah. I didn't know you were referring to NSF. Think of it that way. Because I was about to state we also don't fly into Brownsville at all, either.
We only fly
Pretty
business.
good. You can afford a 737 for an aerial photography, sorry.
It's not really great for your photography because you're going at 550, 600 miles an hour. It's not really that great.
You also can't open the window.
No, and you can't open the door.
Right.
You could bank over. I mean, you could do bank right over, kind of, maybe.
The only airplane based off a 737 that could really be good at taking pictures would be a P-8 Poseidon, which is the Navy variant that has deployable sonar buoys, deployable torpedoes, a full sensor suite, electronic jamming, probably has cameras for pictures. So that's about the only one that would be good for air photography if you're talking about a 737.
Probably one of those $1 million optical cameras.
Yeah, it's U.S. Navy anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare.
I think that was the 152 that took off. Actually, I can tell you. Actually, it should be on here. Where was it? It might have been this one here.
Oh yeah, I was people saying C-130 would be good too. Of some plane of that size.
It's not that one.
Especially the C-130 AC-130s. Spooky gunships.
Wasn't that one? There it is, yeah. November 22. I'm not sure if it's Oscar or 014. which is the other 150, the other 150 that we use sometimes. So we must have crossed it here somewhere. Okay, getting back to our plane. No, we're doing a couple of wobblies there. I must be going around the JFK there. Okay, back to photos.
For those that don't know, our current TFR over Massey's and all that is 2,000. And they are getting ready to update that to 10,000 starting on the 3rd. From the 3rd
so
through the 15th.
So it's not today.
Not today,
No.
thankfully.
Maybe next flyover
cool.
it'll be at 10,000 feet. It's likely for. It's likely they're hoping to ship 39 static fires in that time frame.
Okay, of course, yeah.
And it's
So
3rd
one
to
of
the
the
14th.
One of the cranes has been lifted up. That one, by the look of it. Maybe two of them now.
Jake also points out that one of the old LOX tanks from Massey's is sitting at the port now.
Oh, did I see it at the port? Hang on. Sorry, thanks, Jake.
Yeah, it is. There it is. It's sitting at the Port Connector Road. Not that way. You'd have to do it's up to the right.
There you are. It's a dirty boy. Cool. So it'll be joined by a few more of them and hopefully some old nitrogen tanks too, sooner or later. It's not the plane, it's the pilot.
Let's see here.
The C-130 can fly slow.
If you pull up 0995, or I should just say 99.5, we can. I think I have an idea of what the rollout for tonight's going to be.
Sorry, what 9? What 5?
995. It's one of the
I
wide
love
shots
that.
of the production site in Sanchez.
I think you and Jake have the same idea.
Where, Jake's in chat, is he? What's going on?
Yeah, he isn't able to pull up the stream today.
If you zoom in there to the thrust sim stand, the new ship one.
Yep.
It's got SPMTs, is it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's ready to roll.
Yeah, there's two, yep. Yeah, that was one of the guesses in the chat, so whoever did that guess in the chat is correct. I've got Dave Avery listening to me something. G'day, Dave. I haven't seen you on streams for quite a while. You must have been a bit busy lately, so g'day. Welcome back. Where is he? He's not in Discord, no. He must be listening on YouTube.
He's not in chat in YouTube. But he could be listening, like you said.
He just sent me one of our images.
Yeah,
that's it's just pointing out the new site at the port. Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Massey's is pretty bare now over on the lock side. You take to 1034. They quietly got rid of all those. Oh, and surprise, surprise, they're digging up where they're going to put new footings. Shocker.
Yeah, I'm guessing those new tanks may go there. Well, maybe not, but yeah, maybe those new tanks will go there.
Yeah, Capsex points out that all the LOX tanks left Massey's, so it looks like the smaller ones headed further already.
So say it again.
Capsec says all the LOX tanks left Massey, so looks like the smaller ones headed further already.
Yeah, because only one of them was at the port, so maybe some of them went already to McGregor or somewhere else.
Yeah, probably. And another added bonus. I'm literally about to say it, Indy. I already know what you're gonna say.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
1019. Go to picture 1019. It's pretty obvious. You can see them at this point. They weren't there last week, but they're there this week. Or any like decently lighted shot of the ship static fire stand over the trench. And you just zoom in.
Scaffold's gone.
Yep. But look at the stand. RVAC bracing mounts. You know, the last thing that was needed for static fire.
Oh, is that one there?
Yeah. They're there now.
One engine here, one engine here, and one engine over here.
Yep.
I bet you this pipe here is plugged in too. We get a shot down under there. I bet you we're kind of thinking maybe this pipe around the outside here is what's hooked up to this pipe over here that's going to over to the water deluge area. Perhaps. So they haven't done anything with these yet. Maybe it looks like maybe not painted them. They kind of look painted, but maybe not. Alrighty. You all get ahead of me, which is cool.
That is weird.
Jake also points out that it's looking like a load of concrete is next to the Massey's flame trench that might be due to be torn up.
Yeah, you can see it sliced up right there. Looks like they cut into a bunch of the concrete.
Where?
The lines? Those lines.
Oh, here.
Hey, that looks like it's all cut. I think I see a cut lines. No, those are tire marks for tires going through it, but you can clearly see lines cut into the concrete here.
Isn't that along there, that line cut?
No. Like right at the base of the JLGs, where the much brighter area of the concrete. It looks like they went through and cut a line. SpaceX. Yeah.
And a bit closer photo. Hang on.
Then again, there's a chance that BJ tells me I'm wrong, but that looks cut to me. No, wait.
Those cuts were there last week too.
There's the launch.
They're not 2 weeks away from a launch. No, not in any sort of reality. Are they?
More like 2 weeks.
They're not.
More like 2 weeks away from a static fire.
Yeah, they're not 2 weeks away from a launch. Not even remotely close.
I can't see any cut. You mean in this area in here?
Yeah, you see the lines. There's lines cut in. At least that's what it looks like to me.
Ah, that could be a cut line. Sorry, along there.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
That's residue from the concrete cutter, and this is
The water line trench. The water line cutout that they made last week is covered up too now. So
yeah. You think, they've got the water drop-off line back in now
Yeah.
too. So that was electrical, and maybe that was water as well. Yeah, we're thinking maybe that's water as well to fill them up from the mains water, yeah. Because they also took out the control box in here. So they've hooked up all the electrics for the water deluge farm now doesn't run on this control box, it runs on the master control back at the gate. But yeah, and we think maybe there's water in there as well off the mains coming from Brownsville to fill up the tanks. But they put this water fill line back in with the water fill pump here. That was not there last week.
Yeah, it's funny. The one time they make an offload point where the trucks can drive right up, hook in, and drive away. it's the methane Massey side. Lol.
Yeah. Cool.
The ship cage, or the old nose cone jail, has been placed on that new pad that was built up. So that's where that is now. It was moved.
I wonder if they will use that for HLS verification.
I mean, considering they literally built up a new pad for it, I have this feeling they're going to use it for something kind of important. And they plan on using it, that's for sure. They wouldn't have moved it and set up a whole new area if they didn't plan on using it.
They're building a couple of new SpaceX houses here, according to Dave Avery. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if it's multiple houses or if it's going to be like a house and a garage or what it is. I've been following it over the last few weeks and I just can't tell exactly what it's going to be just yet.
Tarpon, I guess this construction it'll be the same as this house, that house.
Well,
and that's probably another house.
Yes, but then there's that area that your pointer is on right now. There's a very weird structure type foundation that they're putting down. So that's what I mean. I don't know what they're doing there because on all their other lots it's just a house and nothing else. But this one has two foundations. So it's just been interesting. That's why I've been watching it. And it doesn't look the same as the foundation for the home, like what you see on the left side of that.
It might be just the angle playing tricks with your eyes too. Sometimes that happens.
Could be.
Rich, would you mind switching over to push to talk, please? It's in your audio settings on Discord. Oh, go Masties. Do we get a good shot down the centre of... I was going to say something Aussie then. Get a good shot down the guts of the Super Crusher. We do. So, TT 18.3.321.
18.3-2 Electric Boogaloo.
And
That's my name. That is my name for it, and I'm sticking with it.
I'll have to move the crusher cap over here to make room for it. So it's got here a bit before the Super Crusher is ready for it. That's cool. So the Super Crusher crew is holding launch up now, holding the Flight 12 up now. Pressure's on, guys.
Wonder how far into engine install they are with the booster.
So they install those rings fittings on the end of those rams while it's still in this in this structure. But they're probably going to be used for test tank 18.3 up here on these grid pins. Perhaps as Jake was talking about, I think, which to look about the right size to fit up in here. So 2, 4, 6. Plus, I think there's another one each, 9, plus one has 2 extra ones, so 11 of them. B18.3.1. Yeah, I think that's about right there. Who's that, Psycho?
You know, I think that sign looks a lot better where it is, especially when you see it from the air. If you look at, it's gonna be one of the newest ones, 1090. Picture 1090. You might just be able to scroll down and see it. I think that sign. I think that works a lot better than before.
That looks good.
It's like right at the entrance, and then you get the pad off to the side there. I mean, we'll see how it survives a launch or a static fire. I mean, it's right at the exit of the exhaust, so.
Did you just burp?
Maybe.
Yeah.
In the middle of talking.
Chill.
Speaking of from the air, boy, did we lose those clouds. That's very, very good for us.
Piggy oink oink. Looks like, look, they're putting geotext down here. We might see concrete over here finally. Finally. They're going to finish that area off. Cool.
About time.
I reckon.
It's about damn time.
Oh, they're still working in there. They haven't quite finished whatever that trench is just quite yet.
Should be the
And I believe
the water supply line, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And I believe there's a heap of this shielding for up at the top of the tower missing from this area, already getting put in place.
There's one in place right now.
Cool bananas. Yeah, I think that sign looks really good there. I like that. I like it a lot.
I wonder where the SpaceX one's going to go. I was thinking on top of the mega bunker that they have.
Yeah, the mega bunker, that'll look good across the top of that, actually. It's a good spot for it. It's out of the way, not in any danger from any of the exhaust. That would work fine.
Or, well, they actually know they can't build a gate like they did before because vehicles have to go in through there now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't quite, unless they make
I was about
it,
to say,
like,
they could do that, and then I caught myself immediately. Like, nope, that's where they bring in vehicles now. I can't do that anymore.
Oh, the amount of times that happens, mid-sentence, I'm going, nah, that was a silly idea. Just stop talking.
just shut up, Ryan. You're an idiot. Nope.
How high are we cruising from right now, Steph?
1 sec. We should be up over
10,600. GPS altitude of 11,300. So high enough to
way
start
up there.
The flyover.
10,600. Yeah.
Yeah, high enough to need oxygen. We have been using the oxygen too, by the way, so we appreciate you guys helping out with that whenever we had to get it. But speaking of that, Mauricio actually did just let us know that the oxygen is running low, so he will have to refill it before the next flight. So if anybody out there wanted to help with that, that would be really awesome.
SpaceX.
Yeah, hopefully we won't need it for much longer. You know, hopefully it'll only be a few more weeks, and then, you know, they'll drop it back down again. But until then, we need that oxygen for our guys.
I was gonna say, look at the base of the tower there, Stephanie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's for the new apron.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna start setting up to build the new backside of that.
They need to power wash it first, please.
Yeah, they need to clean this thing.
Really silly staircase.
And I wonder what they're going to do with that. Are they well, like, how can they do that though? Because with the size of the staircase, what, piece by piece, they're going to boost a 7 transfer tube thing.
They would have to, if they were going to do it, they would have to do it that way. Yeah.
I mean, the winch cable they might not have to do it. The winch cable might fit right up close to it. They might just be able to, they'll work it out. They'll put the winch cable slightly to one side, perhaps.
That, or it'll be the one tower out of all of them that looks like garbage.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get rid of it, because it looks odd compared to the other towers.
You know, the more they don't do it, the more I'm kind of thinking they might try and modify the SQD on the tower, not the
No
forearm.
way.
Well, I know. It sounds ridiculous.
Not even the
but,
aft. They can't even. The aft needs structural mods,
well, yeah, but I just
and
but
they
they have
can't do that on the tower.
the underneath the tower is going to become a construction hive within the next couple of months. If like, will they really have the space to take it off?
Yeah,
Like,
not that hard. Use the Buckner 11K. As soon as it's done with Tower 2, you know that little area between the edge of the edge of the pad and where they're digging out right there at pad 1. Literally put the Buckner 11K right there, and then it has more than enough capacity and reach to dismantle and take the SQD off the tower, and then they'll truck it away. They might try to modify that one, or they'll just scrap it entirely. I think they scrap it and build a new one from scratch. That thing, don't even try to save it. I say don't try to save it.
Also, they've got to also install a new roof on tower one, don't they?
Yeah, the roof has to go up there. The roof has to go up
Have
there
you
too.
seen them starting that yet, or are they waiting to finish tower 2's?
They haven't started building it yet, but steel's showing up for it.
Yeah, the steel's over there. Yeah, the steel's there. Yeah, they got it. They changed the design on the SQD arm around especially around this area down the back. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like Ryan. They're going to put a new SQD arm, or take this one down and modify it.
One way or the other, that has to come off. They can't modify it on the tower. Not that way.
Hopium.
Not with the changes they made. They can't modify it on the tower, so it has to come off.
For once, I have to agree with Ryan, but don't let it go to your head, Ryan. Just once.
Yeah.
I'll be the devil's advocate.
I'm still of the mind and still of everything that they need to knock this tower down. But here we are.
Didn't you once say that you wanted them to put the chopsticks all the way to the top and swing them so then it would have more momentum?
Or no, put them all the way up to the top so that they'd have more weight up top, so that it would help the tower tip over. Tip over this tower, knock it down, upgrade the foundation, and then build a tower anew and copy it like Pad 2's tower, and then you don't have to dig the trench lower. You don't have to do all these stupid modifications to this tower. Just start from scratch. But
now,
they don't listen to me.
For some reason, I think people who dislike SpaceX will have something to say about knocking over a, was it 400-foot tall tower?
Nah, it's fine. Just knock it over into your new expansion area. What could go wrong?
What? Just do it and do it quickly so no one sees.
Yeah.
And then they can just be like, "What tower? There was never a tower there."
Right? There was never a tower there. What do you mean?
There was always that lump of steel and concrete there. I just don't know what you're on about.
Like, what do you mean? It never existed. Quit saying it existed.
I don't think they're going to change it because they put building annex. But yeah, I would have liked to see a brand new tower too and a whole new base. Have we got Indy back on channel?
Yeah, I've been here. I was just waiting to thank the people who've been donating since you made that oxygen announcement. Yazada donated $10 and says, toward Mauricio and Fred's oxygen. And Terry Pavlik donated $50 and said, oxygen refill. Thank you both so much. We also want to welcome Goliath Jinx to the RGV Flight Supporter team. So welcome to the team and thank you for your support.
Oh, that's an awesome response and pretty quick too. Good on you. One of the new methane tanks here's been hooked up. And it's methane return's been hooked up too.
Moving quick with that.
Oh, the verticals are in here too on the other 3 tanks. Just got to have the flex lines put in by the look of it. And all these footings looks like they're pretty well finished off. Getting ready to concrete down there.
Do we see any visible kind of changes to the flame trench after it's after Booster 19's fart?
Not really. There shouldn't be any changes after that quick of a static fire. I think after a 33 engine, we could see discoloration depending. But I kind of hope you don't see too much.
Yep, that kind of answers that question, what the rollout's for. Get its feet put in, come back, pick up 40, I guess, soon. 40 should be ready soon to go on that stand.
Should be.
Still haven't got the top off. What's that? That's 18's top, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 18's forward.
Yeah.
I just think they don't want to use that booster lifter at the moment. Or they're going to try to use something else. Because it looked like they went to try to use the booster lifter on it, then abandoned that idea or something.
I wonder why. Let me see about the ship transport stand. Here we go.
Oh?
No OLM pieces yet? No. All the building jigs are there though, ready for a piece to come in. Although they're not even needed for a little bit. They've got the whole base structure to build first before they need those stands. They'll need to totalize a stand probably to build the base.
You know, I think for the first time ever, the entire tank farm is hooked up.
No.
Say it again.
I think the ship side's hooked up.
In the pump farm.
I think it is. It's hard to tell with some of the wide shots.
Gotta find that little pipe in there. Let me see if there's a more straight down.
Might be, unless I'm seeing things. Let me stand by.
There was a PA yesterday at the pad for tower venting, so it could be.
Yeah, they might actually finally hooked it up and are purging lines now.
Let me see. We need a more. Oh, yeah, the high res. We'll be able to see on the high res. Let me see. It's just in there. You know, maybe.
It's hard to tell. Maybe I'm seeing.
We used to be able to see it on the ground. The link on the ground. I'm not sure I'm seeing. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell. This little addition down here looks like it's finished.
Yep, that's finished.
Gwenever is very funny. She says if the tank farm is now fully hooked up, they'll start changing it on Monday.
Well, they've already changed it. since when they started booster testing, they already changed a few things.
Could the scaffolding
Go ahead.
Could the scaffolding on the ship QD arm on tower B be an indication that the tank farm is hooked up, so they can look for leakages at the swivel points on the SQD arm?
The scaffolding they have up on that arm is they're adding a ton of reinforcements to the arm structure right now. There's been a ton of grinding and welding over the last week and a half. And which is kind of odd that they're adding a bunch of reinforcements to the arm. The only reason why I could think they could do that is if they intend to swing that thing out faster than they have in the faster than before. So they need more structural strength to swing it.
I
think John was saying they did that on. I think he said they did it on Tower 1 too. Was it 1 or Florida? I can't remember which one he meant now. It's not the first time they've done it. Yeah, they put long ribs along the tubes, didn't they, Ryan?
Yeah, there's a ton of reinforcements around the elbow aft part of that arm. There's a ton of stuff they've added to that.
Nothing's ever. Gwen's like saying there's nothing's ever really quite, in air quotes, finished at Starbase.
I think it's kind of like the equivalent of if anyone's ever seen Godzilla, like after he gets juiced up and he's super strong. It's like that with the difference between Tower 1 and Tower 2.
So did you see them hanging off the on abseiling ropes hanging down underneath the QD arm? Vic's put a video up on X about it. They're hanging down under here. That'll be all right. And also, it looks like they're filling up the water deluge again. Who's that, Yazada? Yeah, hanging off the bottom of the Pad 2 XQD arm. Let me quickly find that. What's it look like? Oh, we still got live cams, still got live video.
Yeah, and speaking of that, like, I know we're here to talk about pictures of the ground, but man, look at that view right now. It's just unreal.
Pretty spectacular.
Definitely cleared up.
The blues and green. The blues and green are outstanding.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh.
You okay over there?
Oh, man. It's just... I love nature and earth and stuff. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. And they just took that turn towards the sky. That was gorgeous.
You can almost see Florida from there.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying about the pictures of nature like that. Yeah, are very spectacular.
I like that there's a fellow in chat named, or a person in chat named air quotes, and they called out your air quotes.
Oh, it's had to put another log on the fire. It's like 8 degrees above freezing point here this morning, which is kind of cold for us. It's not that cold for you North Americans.
No, it's cold. That's cold. Above 8 degrees above freezing is cold.
It's about the same temperature there as it is here. You're what?
Yeah, spring and autumn.
You're 8 degrees C right now, then?
Yeah.
I'm at 9 degrees C right now.
Yeah, you're going into spring, late winter. We're going into autumn, early winter. It snowed on the mountaintops. It only snows on the mountaintops around here. It snowed over the last few days, which is really early.
Yeah, we had a massive like 1.5 foot snowstorm a few weeks ago.
I know it's more like 1.5 inches.
Yeah, there's still a chance here in Minnesota for like a late April snowstorm. It's happened in the past, where all of a sudden the temperature will drop in late April just before May, and you'll get like a massive snowstorm, and it'll be the last one before the next winter hits, before like October, November. So, even though we're almost into April, I wouldn't put out the chance of us getting more snow.
Oh, someone's saying finally it's only -2 degrees Celsius.
John Tate says that it's negative. He said 4 degrees in the UK. And meanwhile, we're in the 80s, mid-80s here in Cali. There's a question from Stephen Lewis. He's asking, will SpaceX put up the Gateway to Moon sign at 39A or 47?
I mean 37.
To be determined.
Yeah, I don't know where they would put it. That's readily visible to the public. Because if they put it in front of 39A, the only people who are going to see it are the bus tours, or people that go to work there. They could, and they don't really have any area to put it at the press site because that's NASA owned. So I don't know. Maybe they'll put it at Roberts Road, but then again, really nobody will see it because nobody really has access to Roberts Road other than employees.
Yeah, there's nowhere near the access over Florida as there is here at Texas, that's for sure.
No, there's an intersection just past the badging office and the visitor center. That intersection has a guard shack right then and there, and you have to be badged to go any further or be part of a tour bus to get access to KSC at that point. So, yeah. There's no public access to the press site or the VAB or 39A, and of course there's zero public access to 37, because that's military base.
Yeah.
Any good shots of the conduit spaghetti progress at the ASU?
Spaghetti Town?
There is. Although most of it's covered. Pretty much all of it's covered up now. Yeah.
Glenn says just put a gateway to Earth sign on the moon.
Actually, honestly, the best place for a gateway to Mars sign would be on the moon, because the moon's going to be the gateway to Mars with what's basically planned.
They should put those on the fueling ones.
Speaking of the sign, yeah, I reckon that looks good. Did they straighten that G, or what's going on with the G? Apparently G was a bit crooked.
I don't know. It might be crooked. I'll just trigger everyone's OCD. That's all it'll do.
That's space
They
in
could go a
between
little
the A
bit
and
to
the
the left.
T's.
They like doing that with things.
Todd. Todd says they can go a little bit to the left.
Not that I haven't noticed or anything.
Could have been a bit to the left, yeah.
If
and they
you
should have
want-
made the two gaps there wrong too.
If you want, yeah, it's not great. Not great, not terrible.
Guys.
If you want your OCD triggered, just look at SpaceX's Starbase. That's all I have to say. Like, look at all the horizontal tanks in the in the tank farm.
Oh god. I hate the fact that they're all different sizes. Just make them all the same size. Very nice.
It's gonna get worse too.
Don't say that.
The new methane tanks, not the 4 new ones, but the other 2 that are gonna be near those are gonna be even bigger. There's gonna be the bigger and like shorter and like fatter ones.
Wow.
So it's gonna look even worse.
Yeah, and let's not mention Steph's favorite building.
Oh yeah, Steph's favorite building that isn't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Cattywampus
corner over there.
Oh, I hate that. That's probably, aside from the tank farm, that's probably one of the worst things in Starbase. Like, just oh god, whoever designed that.
Here's the thing: is they have been reusing stuff that they have over from the suborbital pad, from the original pad, when they had almost no room at all. In a perfect world, if they had all the room that they're using now, plus the expansion space when they first started, they would have laid out this pad much, much differently. You would have had both pads probably close to one another, or at opposite corners of the expansion area, and then you'd have the entire tank farm assembly isolated in one area. It'd be way different, but unfortunately, that's not how things turned out, and they're literally trying to make do with what they've got. That's the kind of thing that stinks here. 37 is going to look beautiful when they're done with it, because they have all the room in the world to build 2 pads, 2 catch towers, the entire tank farm assembly, as well as even construction zones in the aft side, because there's so much room there.
Ryan, I think you made a mistake there when you said that. You said 2 catch towers. You mean just two single towers. I'm not seeing 4 towers. I refuse to believe that.
No, there's probably gonna be 4 towers there.
No, please.
The launch cadence they want, you have to catch the ships on separate towers than where you launch it from.
I just think it's gonna look cluttered then.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Not even close. It won't look cluttered at all. Like you take 37, and if you really literally, in some of the satellite pictures we see, if you were to put the 4 towers in a row across the top, you still have so much room behind for the tank farm, the water deluges, everything. You could even put ship trenches there and still have all the room in the world. There's so much room there at...
Didn't we see some documents that they're planning to statify the ships on the launch mount, and then they'll have like a bridge like a QD that bridges between
They plan to static fire them at 37. That is all. There is nothing whether or not it's going to be on the mount or they're making a separate stand to do it on. We don't know yet. Not until they build it.
Well, I mean, they could probably tap into the main tank farm, couldn't they? If they do have a static fire stand.
Yeah, if they wanted to build a trench with a static fire stand for ships at 37, all they would have to do is tap off, um, tap into the main tank farm. That's all they would have to do. They just split off. Just take one of the tower supplies, one of the ship supplies, and literally just have a T valve and tap off to it. So you're one time you're using it for the tower for launching, the other time you're using it to static fire a ship. That's all you would really have to do. It's the same system. You just, that's all you have to do.
They're getting cladding around the back of the Giga Bay now. We're about to lose some views, I suppose, as long as the aisles stay open, I guess. But while they're moving back and forwards here, they're gonna ruin our view a little bit for the next 2 or 3 days. Thanks, Dave Avery.
Yeah, the once they really start putting cladding up and they cover the cover above those doors, all we'll be able to see is through the transfer aisles and through those doors. Yeah,
I genuinely don't know what we're gonna do with ring watching when that happens, because I mean, we won't be able to see boosters or ships being built.
we'll barely have a glimpse of a ring going by, and then that'll be
Not even-
that.
Not even when it's done, because
When it's done, we won't have a chance. But
yeah,
for the meantime,
it's hilarious though, because we're just gonna see fully stacked vehicles just roll out.
Yep.
You won't know when.
No.
Oh yeah.
Not until they schedule the rollout.
Literally, because the only way you'll be able to notice is if you catch a transport stand heading into the Giga Bay, either through the front, which they'd likely go through the front rather than back through the backside, because trying to go through those back 2 doors would be kind of a pain, especially if they are building the next Giga Bay behind it. They wouldn't be able to do that, so the transport stand would go in through the front. So then that's what you would know. And if you see like the booster thrust sim or the ship proof stand, then you know what's about to come out and what it's going to do, or you have an inkling. If just a transport stand goes in, I mean, you'll know if it's a booster or a ship, but you don't know where it's going to go until the closure comes out or what it's going to do.
I've got a suggestion for NSF, okay? Because you know we love their 24-hour streams, right? They just get if they just get a high altitude balloon, right? Pop a Starlink on it, pop a couple solar panels on it, and just like position it over the production site. Boom, perfect. Problem
It's not going
solved.
to do anything either. The roof will. You won't be able to see into the Giga.
No, not the. I don't. No, not. Oh, of course. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was still thinking about rolling into Mega Bays.
Once the Giga Bay is operational, you won't even see anything roll into the Giga Bay, the Mega Bays. The Mega Bays will be disabled. They'll be decommissioned.
Well, I would have thought they would be using the Mega Bays for like what's it called?
No.
Refurbishing
integration?
For a little while.
Or, no. Giga Bay will be used for refurbishing. The west side of Giga Bay will be post cryo, post static fire, post flight refurb. Those 12 stations there.
Okay, I've got another genius idea. Right?
Because from what I've heard, I think it's from Dave and from others. That's a whole load of nope right there on screen.
Just going to quickly thank Vix for this bit of video footage. Make sure you give Vix a follow over on X. She's just amazing with the amount of video capturing she does on the Lab Padre cameras. And g'day, Vix.
Nope.
Did you see what she said to you in chat? She said, Aussie Space Girl, you just know it'll be so far away from your locale as it could possibly get. The Starbase, they built one in Australia.
It's likely to be up near Mackay there, so to be something like about 2,500 odd kilometres away from me. It should be on the east coast, somewhere up in Queensland. Yeah, I'm at the bottom of New South Wales of Australia on the east coast, and obviously the higher up you go on the east coast, the better for launches. But yeah, I'm from down south. I'm booping.
Stick a camera on an RC car and just try and discreetly pop it inside the Mega Bay. Boom. Another great idea.
You need like a cloaked drone.
A cloaked drone. For some reason, I think they might have more of an issue with a flying vehicle going into Mega Bay.
I'm
Just the
talking.
walkabout.
Anyone here seen Agents of Shield? Like the cloaked
No.
drones they come up with in later seasons.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Yeah, little small tiny ones. They wouldn't see him or hear him or anything. It'll cloaked. Yeah.
I've got an even better idea. Now, did anyone like? Well, I'm probably one of the youngest people here. But when I was a kid, I used to have this little toy car that had a vacuum on the bottom, so that you could like stick it to walls and drive up walls. Why don't we just pop a camera on one of them, and you could drive all the way to the top of Mega Bay? Boom! They wouldn't see. I'm sure they wouldn't hear this.
You'd only get one. You only get one side though, because you'd have to do two, because you need one per transfer aisle.
Just put loads in. Put loads. Get DAS on the
And
line.
even then, with how big Gigabay is, you could still stick it in the middle of the transfer aisle, and you wouldn't be able to see into most of the.
Brian, you need to be thinking a little bit more positively about this.
I am thinking positive. I said cloaked drone.
Yeah, cloaked drones. How are you gonna get a cloaked drone?
It's a thing. Let's be honest.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yes, it's a thing.
In Agents of Shield.
And speaking of positive, we want to thank Richard R. for his $100 donation for refilling O2. Thank you so much for the $100 donation.
Another one.
Awesome.
Wow.
You also donated quite a bit to get the upgrade to the current plane. So, man, we thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
So that's on top of. Oh, that was someone else did the 50 before. Oh, okay, good.
No,
on you.
yeah,
Awesome.
it was the same guy that did the 140 for our flight this week and has been doing the 140 like I mentioned earlier. So he gave another 100 towards the oxygen refill.
On top of that,
just incredible, incredible support. Thank you so much, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
Look, we're gonna fly over a helicopter.
My final plan. I swear this is the final one.
Final?
If someone just gets a job at SpaceX and wears meta glasses inside of Mega Bay, boom.
R66 turbine.
You do that,
I would. I am
one-way ticket to being fired very quickly.
Yeah, that would be an instant one-way ticket to be fired, because that is ITAR right there. Yeah, and possibly be charged with federal crimes as well. So.
Got to think outside the gigabox, says Woodworker down, Don.
Exactly.
Is that red line?
You see, there's thinking outside the gigabox, but there's also this thing called laws. And, companies having to protect their IP.
What are these?
Laws, schmaws.
Exactly. See, if you're not breaking the rules, you're not trying hard enough.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
RGB not responsible. I'm just gonna put that disclaimer out.
Yeah, probably a good one to add.
You know, what I want to put out is if anybody else does this stuff, they've got someone on YouTube who they can go investigate while you're walking the other direction, completely knowing and looking at you. So I'm just saying, if anybody else is up to the ideas, we got our Patsy. I mean, someone for them to look at.
Yeah. SpaceX come. I'll happily go and talk to you, right? Happily, but like. Listen, the next in like a year or two, right? When just saying we're gonna get some pretty sick photos for the weekly update. We're gonna get some inside Mega Bay shots. Yeah, when it's
we found the helicopter. We got another aerial shot.
Cool.
Yeah, Event Dudes was saying that's the Helitor copter.
R66 turbine.
Oh, is that the red line or a different one?
Yeah, I think it's the red line. And while we're here, we also want to thank Zephyrs9673 for their $20 Australian dollar donation. And it's for us more oxygen. Thank you so much.
I wonder if
red line, yeah, it is the red line one. I thought they were in like an R22, not an R66. Yeah, there you go. I wonder if the R22 is not able to do commercial flight, actually, because it's only a single piston engine. That's a thing with commercial. When you take up passengers, you've got to be... It's a thing, the engines. Either twin engine, piston, or single engine, only turbine. For a fixed wing, I'm not sure about in helicopters, though.
I'm not looking at YouTube, but is Vix in chat? Anybody seen her?
She is.
I missed that. I want to do it again with you, Vix, because we did that helicopter ride, me and my daughter and Vix, and that was so much fun. I still want to do it again. I need to get back.
Cool. Thanks for that, Todd. Yeah, I imagine it'd be a good fun flight. Yes, I agree. If I went there, I would do that myself. Oh, that's the LNG plant. Cool. Oh, I've got the. Hang on, what's going on? My numbers are all wrong.
Are you doing it by date again, or how are you doing it?
Well, and there's what my expected text I just got from my daughter. Vix, she loves you and she misses you.
Oh, that's sweet.
She's at home watching.
And Vix in chat says, I'm here. But you have to say that with a British accent.
All the way across the pond, yeah. I think Vix and I are about as far apart as two people can get on the globe. I think England's exactly the opposite side of the globe to Australia. Or UK, sorry. England, UK. Vic says, hell yeah, Todd, awesome trip.
Vix, we need to get you in here sometime. I feel a bit outnumbered in terms of Brits to the rest of the world.
There's a few of you about. There's Jake and there's John's in chat here somewhere. He's in UK somewhere. Oh, he's not here now. He was here before, I thought. John T. John does such a good job for.
He's in chat.
Oh, cool. He does such a good job over there on Zach's server. He's posting all the updates all the time, almost 24/7. We wonder when he actually sleeps.
Making some nice low rounds around Massey's again.
Rumor has it he doesn't. Sorry, Matt.
No, you're good. Is a fantastic thing. I was just saying we're making rounds at Massey's again.
Yeah, here's the top down shots. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's not the right thing I'm looking for, but anyway. Here we go. Where's some sun? Come on, son, do your thing. Try this one anyway.
Man, I can't wait for flight 11, flight 12.
So they've been putting in these 5. They put one in. They've been lifting them in just today. The 5, the big cap pull down rams, the 5 that sit on the sides here. Because there's like the 20 rams here to pull down on the cap, but there's another 5 up here that do it too.
I want to lay this kid down so I can lay him down for get some food.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Matt. Bit of a hot mic going on. At least it wasn't. It was someone new this time. That's different.
Yeah.
You're gonna send him a message?
They disappeared.
I'll send them a message. Sorry, I should say. Okay, Massey's. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks. Yeah, that area looks good where they've taken the oxygen tanks out. It looks really good. What I want to know is if they've taken the pumps out yet there as well. Let me see. I might need to use the earlier photos. We get a good shot down. I want to see there's a good shot down in that area near the Water Deluge farm too. I can't quite see over there. Over here, I want to see this area over here. I know the pumps are still there. The old pumps. But they won't get used anymore. They're all being, because they've got all this new pump system hooked in now. We can tell from this little valve here, this valve will probably come out, that pipe will probably come out. The LOX pipe coming across there will probably come out. And hopefully they have nitrogen tanks over here, where the old LOX tanks were. I suppose unless they add more LOX tanks, which maybe. We'll have to wait and see. There's the new LOX pumps. Now the last little tiny bit of the downcomer for the test article 18.3 point original, point OG. Vix is saying Aurora is the cutest there, Todd. Yeah, nice sentiment. Vix will come on chat when she gets a microphone. Good on you, Vix. We'd love to have you here in chat. We're more than welcome. Am I the only one speaking? I can't hear anybody. Everyone's gone quiet.
You're good.
Nope, we're all
We're
quiet.
just quiet.
I'm packing up, trying to leave work early, so I'm quiet because I want to get out of here.
Sweet. I hope you had a good day. A productive day today. It's always a good time of day, this time of day for you. Time to go home.
Oh, no, it's been very productive lately. We have been beyond busy, and man, it's just, yeah, it's been a workload, let me tell you.
Oh, so people are getting their cars fixed rather than driving around now because it's too expensive to drive them around?
I guess so, because, yeah, we've just been getting crazy jobs, and the way we get paid by the job, not like by the hour we're working here. So yesterday I got paid for working here. I think I was here 12 hours, and I made 50 hours on my paycheck, 52.3 actually.
Very nice.
What? $50 for 12 hours pay?
No, 50 hours. So let's say a brake job pays 2 hours. If I get that brake job done in 30 minutes, I get paid 2 hours. If I get that brake job done in 2.5 hours, I get paid 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all stacks up. The more efficient you are, the more money you can make.
Yep. So that's like subcontracting, sort of.
Pretty much.
Todd's telling us that he likes to cut corners, basically.
I mean, in so many words, no.
No, he's just smooth like butter.
That's it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Cool. I thought you were saying you're going to get paid $50 for 12 hours of work.
No.
Because that'd fuck. Fuckatash. Okay. Where's that LOX farm? Cool. How are we going on our flight radar? Where are we now?
In the air.
Looks like we're...
Yeah, we just lost our lives.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it normally happens about here. Must be just this last bit of down descent goes over. How fast we're going? No, 92 knots. Yeah, so that's it gives us it in. It gives it to us in mile an hour and kilometers an hour too. 108 mile an hour. Yeah, a bit too fast. So there you go. 93 knots is 107 mile an hour. 172 kilometers an hour. Man, that's quick. 160. It's about 160 kilometers an hour is about a ton, about 100 mile an hour.
Right.
See, we haven't done mile an hour for so long. Cool. Bit of traffic around Brownsville, like one other plane. That's a bit of traffic with Brownsville. Okay, heading on down. Very good. So we're getting ready for landing. So how's it go? Put your trays up and your seatbelts on.
Your seat's in the upright position. And your
That's
trays
it.
up. We also want to thank the Real Levi, excuse me, Big Red, for his $5 donation. And he says, "Breath, SGU. If you know, you know."
SGU. Let me think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ryan?
I think you might be talking about the Anubis that we caught working on the OLM yesterday. If you know, you know.
Still don't know.
There was a guy with a welding helmet working on an OLM yesterday, and when he turned sideways, he looked like one of those Anubis characters from Stargate. So it was absolutely hilarious.
Stargate, yeah. Stargate Universe, the U, yeah. Sharpie's saying Redline helicopter tour is terrific. Rode it once, yeah. Good on you, Sharpie. Anubis was in Stargate 1. Says Credence. Cool. Cool.
We say Anubis.
I'm probably pronouncing. Yeah, I pronounce things wrong. So it's all me again, Matt. Cool.
It is all you. Yep.
See, they hooked up more of this thing over here yet? No, those actuators still aren't hooked up.
Looks like
so. This thing. Go on.
No, I was going to talk about the other stand right next to it.
They've got the they moved the bird cage, yeah.
Yeah, the other side.
Your other left.
Yeah. We really do need to make a shirt at RGV that just says on the front your other left.
They put scaffolding up, some scafungus. Cool. Anubis. Yeah, Anubis. Yeah. Like Uranus.
Same thing.
I like to say Uranus for the planet.
Oh, Mauricio just landed. He put it in chat.
Just landed, cool. Paint a squirrel on the side of that plane. Absolutely. Nice one. Yeah, cool. So that concludes our flight operations for the day. I'd like to thank all the YouTube members, or nearly 250 of you joining us today. That's awesome. This one's open to the public, isn't it, Matt? So all the YouTube guests and members and Patreon members and heaps in Patreon Lounge here. Good on you. It's a nice turnout for the Patreon Lounge here. So I really appreciate the continuing support from all the Patreon members here. It's very important to keep the channel running because there's quite a few expenses to keep everything up and running. And yeah, the YouTube, good on you. Make sure you give us a like perhaps on the way out and share these video streams so we can have more people each week. And I'll thank Indy. Thank you very much, Indy, for keeping an eye on chat.
My pleasure.
And there's like a few people have been editing. It's not in chat. Event Diesel's over there on chat answering questions for us as well. And I'll thank Matt now, and I might let Matt do the sign off.
Yeah. So as you all know, we will have the show and tell coming up here a little bit later. It is pretty deep into the afternoon, so it'll probably be maybe around 7 or 8 o'clock when we get started. What do you think, Indy? Probably around that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, very likely. Yep. So, we'll have the show and tell where we'll cover all these pictures in extremely high detail. So look forward to that for all the Patreon and YouTube members. For everybody else, we will have the weekly coming up tomorrow at our normal time at noon Central. And then on Tuesday, we will have the expanded show at 6 p.m. Central. So with that, we will see everybody a little bit later today. And for the rest of you, we'll see you tomorrow. Love, peace, and chopstick rail grease.
Bye.